So it's no secret that I'm quite a big Borderlands fan, and we are just 10 days away from the release of Borderlands 4. And so I thought, to commemorate this exciting time while waiting for Borderlands 4 to come out, I'm gonna try and kill a raid boss every single day until Borderlands 4 comes out. So this is another day of killing one raid boss a day until Borderlands 4 releases. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to the wheel of our remaining raid bosses. Adgard wants to tell me a new update, but I'm not really bothered. Today we're going to be fighting Bunted Hog in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Very good. Let's remove that and load up Wonderlands. And here we are inside of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Let us select our absolute specimen of a man. Jesus, that's a good looking dude. And head over to the Chaos Chambers to fight our raid boss. Now, the raid bosses in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands are all situated within Chaos Chambers. So just enter one of these guys, and what you're going to have to do is clear each of these individual encounters, and then once you have completed the encounter, you will just be looking around the arena basically for some sort of glyph. Now, there are 3 different glyphs you can find. There is a blue glyph, a green glyph, and a yellow glyph, and today we are looking for the yellow glyph, which is going to be the one that is going to allow us to fight Bunted Hog the Invincible, one of the 4 raid bosses inside of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And now I have done a few of these videos of fighting various raid bosses inside of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but if you actually wanted me to do a designated video on how to get every single raid boss to spawn, I'm more than happy to do so for you guys. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know in the comments down below and I will do my best to try and get that sorted for you. As for this, we have just completed our very first encounter in this Chaos run. We are running at Chaos level 10. The build is a mixture of the Spellweaver and Stabbermancer, well, the Spell Shot and the Stabbermancer, because the Spell Shot is just crazy OP. So if you wanted a decent build to, you know, fight endgame monsters inside of Wonderlands, this is going to be a pretty good one, pairing the Stabbermancer with the Spell Shot. I'm not going to go too in depth in the build here, but this is just a brief overview of what's going on here. As you can see, we are rocking From the Shadows as our action skill mod, and then we just have a bunch of stuff that are going to boost gun damage, spell damage, movement speed stuff, damage dealt per percentage of how fast we are moving, status damage here, and different things that are going to help us stay alive. And then the spell shot tree is focused on a lot of gun damage bonuses comparatively with our spell damage bonus, and then also different cooldowns and reload speeds and all that sort of good stuff. That's the build. Weapons that we're using, I'm probably going to stick to this main roster that I have been using, which is the Live Wire of the Forest. We have the Hurricane, which is a fantastic weapon. Another Rider of the Forest, which is going to be a corrosive variant, because these are just absolutely amazing weapons and pretty much give you aimbot, which is very nice. And we have a Donkey of the Spire, which I could kind of swap out to one of the other things. Maybe I'll put it out for a liquid cooling or something like that. Nothing too in-depth with the weapons here. They're all pretty decent. We have our Spellblade, which is going to give our melee attacks spell bonus damage. So obviously that's going to help with our spell focused build. We have a body rune here. We have a spell shot Stabbermancer class mod here. Have the Buffmeister for our spell, which is amazing. It's going to give us a bunch of different bonuses as well as increased gun damage whenever we pop our action skill. And then we have a dark magic Stabbermancer bonus on our amulet, and gun damage and spell damage on our rings with different various effects, like crit hits give bonus effectiveness, and also dealing damage to bosses gives 50% extra effects for a moderate amount of time. So very good there. That is the build said and done. Let's just grab one of these, and then at the end of each encounter you'll have a choice to go through a portal. Don't go through the portal yet. Now is your time to look around for a glyph. Now, I tend to find that they do spawn next to the end portals, as you've probably heard me say before, but they can, I'm pretty sure, spawn almost anywhere in the arena. I just tend to find them near the portals. So have a quick run around the arena every single time you complete one of these encounters, and basically keep your eyes out for a glyph. Like I said, today we are looking for the yellow glyph. Yellow is the one we want, because that is going to be the color we need to spawn Bunted Hog the Invincible. And I'm just going to have a quick run around this arena. Normally you will be able to see him, but don't worry if you miss him, because there is always another chance for them to spawn. So don't fret too hard. Don't spend, you know, hours in each arena looking for them. This is not what you want. This is part of a separate puzzle. That isn't a thing. That's just like travels over to these, and then you can press X on these to give you like a few bonus, you know, little bits there. Those are not what you want. You want a actual glyph looking thing, a shiny glyph that will be etched into either the walls or one of the floors or something like that. I don't think I see it here today. So we're just going to head through the portal to our next encounter. Now, as much as I like Wonderlands as a game, I am a little bit disappointed the only way to kill the raid bosses in this game is to do Chaos Chambers, because Chaos Chambers kind of just suck. They're just repeatable, kind of boring encounters that don't really vary an awful lot. So the fact that you have to do this to have a random chance at one of the raid bosses is pretty irritating, and I would say is one of my least favorite parts about Wonderlands. But there are a lot of things in Wonderlands that I actually do really like. I think the raid bosses themselves are probably some of the best in the entire of the franchise. I think some of the weapons are really cool and interesting. I like the dual wielding classes, although I can see some people's aversion to it because it does kind of make build crafting that little bit extra bit of difficulty kind of thing. But I'm quite a big fan of the build crafting stuff, so I don't mind the dual wielding classes. But one thing with Wonderlands that did really suck was, like I say, these Chaos Chambers I am not really a massive fan of, and also the DLC in this game was some of the worst DLC we have ever had in a Borderlands title. I know this is technically Wonderlands, it's not Borderlands, but it is, you know, part of their mainline games. It's not, you know, Borderlands 4 or anything, but it is very much a mainline title. And speaking of things, we have found the green glyph here. Now, I was losing my train of thought there, but this is the glyphs we're looking for, except this one's green, and this will be for Barkenstein. We do not want to fight Barkenstein because he's no longer on our list, so we're just going to pass that one up today and head through the portal. But yeah, like I was saying before, the DLCs in Wonderlands were absolutely some of the worst we have ever seen, and I'm very happy to see in the recent PAX West Borderlands reveal that we had, the fact that they are going back to a more Borderlands 2/Borderlands 3 style of DLC, not this like little Wonderland style things. Because although these little DLCs that Wonderlands had, I mean, they were terrible, but what I'm basically saying is, even if we do get some like little headhunter packs and stuff like that, like we had in Borderlands 2, that's absolutely fine. I don't mind just some little DLCs, but they do want to be accompanied with some very big, nice, juicy DLCs with great stories, new characters, all that sort of stuff. And we really did not see that in Wonderlands. So it's nice to hear that they did say they were going back to a sort of more Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3 style DLC thing. I mean, Borderlands 1 as well. Borderlands 1 had amazing DLCs. You know, General Nox's Armory was absolutely fantastic. The Undead Nightmare, while not some people's favourite, I still really liked it. I thought fighting the mobs was really cool, and having a second run at the bosses didn't feel too bad in my opinion. I don't know if it's just because I hadn't played that much of the game, but I didn't mind running the bosses once again. I thought it was kind of interesting the way that they did it. So yeah, personally, I was not against that at all. But yeah, the DLCs in Wonderlands were definitely not great. Well, finish that encounter. Let's have another look around the arena and see if we can find a yellow glyph. Fortunately, I am not seeing a glyph on this one, so let's head through to another arena. And we have an obelisk arena. Now, personally, I've never actually seen the glyph spawn in an obelisk arena. That's not to say that it's impossible, it's just me personally, I have never seen it spawn in this obelisk arena, because this is like a sort of smaller, more combat-focused arena. And yeah, I don't actually know whether they can spawn. If you know whether they can spawn in this arena, or if you ever have had them spawn, do please let me know. But personally, I have never seen them spawn in the obelisk type of arena. Dreadlord, you're about to die. There we go. Dead, dead, dead. I will still have a look around, because you never know. And I could just be getting unlucky this entire time. So we'll have a little look around for a glyph, because we are here and we might as well. You can also obviously take advantage of buying all these things. you know, the second life one I would say is very good, because the raid bosses in this game, you can actually fight them if you die, and they do keep their health totals, provided you do still have the lives available like you do in normal kind of chaos chamber things. You see over on the right hand side we have 3 hearts, and that means that we could die 3 times against the raid boss without actually losing any progress whatsoever. So don't see a glyph in that one, so let's move on. Alrighty, there's the encounter clear, and we spawned right next to Butt Stallion. Thank you for the buff. And let's have another quick look around this arena. Nope, can't see any. Let's move on. There we go, encounter clear. Grab our reward. And have a look around for our glyph. Oh, I see it already. There it is. You see it up on the wall there? That is our yellow glyph. That is the one we need for Bonnet Hog. And this one is probably the easiest one to mess up, so be a little bit careful with this one. But what you're going to do is activate the glyph. Then it's going to shoot out an orb. And over here, it's going to spawn this kind of, what is it, like gold block or something like that. Basically, you want to not have line of sight. You're going to break it, and you see this kind of flashlight that's going to pop out. You need to not get spotted by that flashlight and then deal damage to the orb. So hide on the flashlight, deal damage to the orb, hide, deal damage, hide, deal damage. And once you've done enough, we didn't quite get enough damage on it there, so it's going to move again. There we go, same again. We need to deal some damage to it. There we go, we did enough damage there. And you see it does the rune pop. If you get spotted by the flashlight, it will just move location straight away, and you only have 2 times to be able to actually get it done. So make sure you are careful not to get spotted by the flashlight. Otherwise, you will fail this kind of mini rune encounter, and if you do, you'll have to, well, basically reset and find another rune. But regardless, that is Bonnet Hog's rune. We have that locked in, so all we need to do now is finish our Chaos Chamber run. Oh, we got a legendary. What do we get? We got a Tidebreaker. Nice. Here we go. We are on the red portal, which means this is our Chaos Chamber first boss that we're going to have to fight. You have to fight a boss at the end of every single Chaos Chamber you do, and today it is going to be, hey, Volcana. Very nice. Okay, we'll take down this giant metal dragon. Probably one of the cooler bosses in the mainline story. I do actually like this guy a lot. I think he is pretty awesome. See if we can burn him down with the crits there. There we go. Very nice. Does have quite a lot of HP, this guy. Wow. I kind of forgot how much HP he did have. And I'm also maybe going to die. Now we're going to... Here you go. He does have a second phase out. Oh, God. What have I done? Got myself killed? No, I'm okay. Oh, do I need to place a bomb on his head? I do, don't I? Yeah, I forgot about that. Bomb. Bomb. There we go. Giant metal dragon. There he is, sitting in the top there. Oh, I'm going to run out of ammo. Not probably get him, though. Bomb. Goodbye. Easy peasy. Nice. There we go. So that is our Chaos Chamber boss completed. Now we should have 2 portals that spawn for us. Here we go. The golden portal will take you to the end as normal. This will be where you go to get all your loot and stuff if you're finished. But now we have a secret red portal which we can go through, and that is going to take us over to Tiny Tina, or in this game, the Maker. And she's going to be not too pleased that we're kind of messing with her system. Oh, if you shoot her, you can skip her dialogue, by the way. There we go. And that's going to teleport us right through to Bonnet Hog, Keeper of the Sands. And I will say that this guy might be my favorite of the 3. First of all, look how cool he looks, man. He looks absolutely insane. I'm a massive fan of this guy. And also, yeah, just such a cool kind of giant arena. He has some very cool abilities as well. This guy's awesome. Definite favorite of mine. And also his flashlight effect that you do the glyph to begin with, that plays into big effect during this encounter as well, as you will see momentarily. Running, I don't die. There it is. So this flashlight, if we look at it, we're going to get a massive flash bang. flash bang, and it's not going to be too good for us. So we need to look away whenever it comes past our screen. There it is on the way. We're going to make sure we look away. There we go. And if we turn back to it and we're able to deal enough damage to it, we will get a stun effect on him. Don't want to get hit by it. There we go. Oh, did I get the stun? I did. Yeah, nice. And that's going to stop his sandstorm there. So very cool. I like how the effects of the glyphs actually tie into the raid boss fight himself. So the way that you get the things to spawn actually tie into fighting the raid boss. It's just, I don't know, it's really cool, man. I like it. And dude, this guy's awesome. He reminds me of like a souped up like Onyx or something like that from Pokemon, like a Sandshrew mixed with Onyx kind of thing. I don't know. He's awesome. I absolutely love him, dude. Also has some pretty cool abilities as well. The giant sandstorm's cool. All of the earth shifting things he does, pretty awesome as well. So here we go. Once again, we have this flashbang effect, well, the flashlight effect, and I've actually just cooked him then. Holy moly. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's not good. Hopefully we'll be able to finish him off without dying. There we go. Let's see if we can finish him off here. And look at all the swords sticking out of his body as well. This guy's obviously been through a few battles. Come on. Oh my god, what happened there? There we go, we killed him. Nice. One. Raid boss down. Okay. Yes, please. Give me reward. Thank you. Wow. Loads of bonus crystals. Amazing. Okay, well, there we go. Through to the end portal. There we go. And we can, of course, spend our hard-earned crystals to get... What do we want to get this time around? How about some shotguns? Why not? Drink, you horrible, disgusting bunny rabbit. God, these guys are so gross. Loads of legendaries. Nice. Wow, very cool. What do we get here? We got a Roaring Shades. We got the arrows one. This one's really cool if you've never actually seen it. Fires arrows that rain down from the sky. Pretty cool. But unfortunately, it does deal self-damage, and you will quite easily get yourself killed when using it at higher levels. So be careful of that. We have also gotten a... Can I see it? Where is it? It was somewhere there. There it is. Shrieking Void, not my favourite gun personally. The dive version, again, not my favourite. And another Raining Arrows there. Very good. We'll open our chest just in case we get anything else. Oh, we did get a couple of class items here. We got a Snipe Lancer, which we're not really using companions, and also Clawbringer Berserker's no good for us. We got the Stabbermancer Spell Shot Plow, but this is when Poison status effect is active, and I'm not personally a massive fan of that. And we also got the Fish, the Salmon Murph, a great melee weapon there. Obviously, paying homage to the fishes throughout all of the Borderlands. Look at that gross looking orange fish. It's been the same since like Borderlands 1. They love that model for the orange fish. Regardless, there we go. Another day, another raid boss defeated. Thank you very much for tuning in to, yeah, this other raid boss kill. And I will see you tomorrow as we move another day closer to Borderlands 4. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Wow.